Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines. At least 116 people, including 46 children, were killed when Sudan's Rapid Support Forces, RSF, attacked a preschool and other civilian facilities in Kalogi. The Sudan Doctors Network said deliberate suicide drones targeted the kindergarten and other locations, and paramedics were hit in a second strike. The attacks are part of Sudan's civil war between the RSF and government forces. UNICEF and the UN condemned the strikes as violations of children's rights and international law. A large-scale Russian drone and missile attack has damaged power facilities in 8 Ukrainian regions, causing blackouts and forcing nuclear power plants to cut power output. Officials and the International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, said Russia has intensified its attacks on Ukraine's energy sector and infrastructure in recent weeks, targeting power stations and railway hubs as winter deepens and the war approaches its 4th anniversary. There was no breakthrough in US-brokered talks this week aimed at ending the conflict. Indian authorities launch a probe after a fire tore through the Birch by Romeo Lane nightclub in Goa, killing 25. 6 injured victims are in stable condition. Goa Chief Minister Pramod Sawant ordered a magisterial inquiry to determine the cause and assign responsibility. Prime Minister Narendra Modi offered condolences and announced compensation for families. 4 of the dead were tourists and 14 were club staff. Goa, a popular tourist destination, attracts millions each year, including hundreds of thousands from abroad. Hamas says it will hand over weapons to a future Palestinian authority only if the Israeli occupation ends. Khalil al-Hayya, head of Hamas in Gaza, stated, "The existence of our weapons is linked to the existence of the occupiers. If this situation ends, we will hand over our weapons to the Palestinian state." Al-Hayya confirmed that any transfer of arms would go to a government under the sovereignty of the State of Palestine. Hong Kong held legislative council elections on Sunday as the city mourned its deadliest fire in nearly 80 years, which claimed at least 159 lives at Wang Fuk Court in Tai Po. Heavy security was deployed, and authorities urged voter turnout, emphasizing support for fire victims and government reforms. Many residents voiced distrust over the government's handling of the tragedy, with some threatening to boycott the vote. The polls feature only Beijing-approved candidates following the 2021 electoral overhaul, and pro-democracy parties largely remain absent. India's aviation regulator has issued a stern warning to Indigo after thousands of flight cancellations this week, leaving hundreds stranded. The government also capped airfares to curb soaring prices amid disruptions caused by a pilot shortage and new rules limiting pilot working hours. U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth says he fully supports the September 2nd strike on a suspected Caribbean drug vessel, claiming he would have ordered it himself. The Pentagon clarified that Admiral Frank Bradley made the decision. The attack, part of a broader anti-drug campaign, has raised questions over legality after video showed survivors clinging to wreckage. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.